after the Federal Reserve announced that we'll keep interest rates historically and artificially low for the next 2 years, the Fed chairman was at the White House for a meeting with the president. And today the markets nosedived again. Is the Fed now powerless to stop a market and economic slide? Here to discuss is radio host and author of Dollar Meltdown and good friend of Freedom Watch, Charles Goyette. Charles, I'll ask you the same question I just put to Charlie Gasparino and Steve Moore. Are you surprised at the record nosedive the stock market took today?
I'm not surprised at all. Look, they have pulled all the arrows out of their quiver. They've shot all of their best shots. What are they going to do now? Drop interest rates down? They're down rock bottom right now. There's nothing that they can really do. More fiscal stimulation? Nobody's going to stand for it. So today is the day, Judge, that all the bad economists told us not to worry about. It's all come true today. And as a matter of fact, this month is the 40th, in fact, Monday, this coming Monday is the 40th anniversary of the day Richard Nixon severed the last link of the U.S. dollar to gold.
Right.
And we're paying for it now. In that time, in that 40 years, gold is up 5,000%. The dollar has lost 75% of its purchasing power, and now we are in a terrible fix.
Oh, what a different world we would be in had Nixon not did what he did, or had a subsequent president undone what Nixon did. But switch.
Well, 40 years ago, Nixon said it was a temporary measure 40 years ago.
Oh, well, you know what Milton Friedman said. There's nothing in the world more permanent than a temporary government program. They just go on and take on a life of their own. But switching gears just a little bit, would any effort be made by the Federal Reserve for QE3, for quantitative easing third round, for injecting another $500 or $600 billion of cash into the economy with the dismal failure that QE2 was during the past 6, 8, 10 months?
Well, it reminds me of that expression that when you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail, because that's all they do. They print money. They buy bonds. That's all they do. I think they're loath to do QE3 in an overt, outright way, because right now you've got the whole world grumbling. I mean, you've got China very, very clear that they've got a problem with Fed policy. You've got Putin said the other day America's like, what did he call it, a parasite in the global economy. Right. I don't think the world would be particularly happy if we embarked on an overt QE3. But these guys have a lot of tricks up their sleeve.
Yes,
remember,
they do.
This is the Federal Reserve. This is the Federal Reserve that came up with $16 trillion to secretly loan to private banks, foreign banks included, without any oversight or anybody knowing about it. So I think that they'll try to...
It's almost inconceivable, even though the number you gave is true. The Federal Reserve, because it can print cash, has more money than the Congress of the United States of America. But that is an absolutely truthful fact if you count printed cash as real cash. Switching gears before we finish, we have less than a minute to go. Didn't the Federal Reserve actually make things worse yesterday by saying we will keep interest rates artificially low? That means printing cash. That means giving credit to people that don't deserve it. That means artificial credit and artificial prosperity, which must at some time in the future burst.
Yes, it means more speculation, more malinvestment, so on and so forth. But the other thing is that the gold market responded, unlike the last time the market sold off hard back in 2008 with the mortgage meltdown. Right. Gold went down at that time from over 1,000 to down below 700. The response to this event is entirely different. It is a harbinger, I believe, Judge, of things to come.
Unfortunately, you're right.